Oh, okay. Do you know how Oprah discovered your story, or?
Yeah, actually I met her assistant.
Oh, okay.
And she had this assistant, and she was really in a fashion mood, and she would buy magazines, fashion magazines, all these things. And then he saw Vogue Paris, and when
Oh,
she
okay.
saw Vogue Paris, she had the idea. She did all the. She started doing research about me, and she showed to Oprah, and Oprah she liked it. She was like, yeah, let's not do something.
Oh, okay.
That was her assistant.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And just like as a little background for the readers slash viewers who
Mm-hmm.
don't know your complete story, so you grew up in Brazil.
I grew up in Brazil.
And
No,
then,
I born in Brazil and I grew up in Italy.
oh, okay.
I moved to Italy when I had 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because for my job's father,
Mm-hmm.
well, we all moved there, all my family we moved there and I grew up there.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you met Ricardo in London.
No, I met Ricardo when he just came from London.
Oh, okay.
After the marketing school. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he had returned to
Italy, yeah.
Okay.
Find a job.
Right.
And he was doing his own collection. That's why I met him, because I saw his lookbook in a table. I was in a house of friends and they used to live together.
Okay.
And when I saw the lookbook, I liked what he's doing and I asked to know him.
Right.
And then we became friends.
Wow, amazing. How long ago was that?
10 years ago, I think.
Oh.
Maybe more, I don't remember.
And what a great journey has been in those 10
What?
years. It's been an amazing trip in those 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Many change. I mean, we grow, like we become adults.
Right, of course, of course.
From a child to.
Right. So, when you were growing up, like, what was your career ambition? Like, what did you see yourself?
My dream was to study veterinary, vet, and that was what but then one point I changed and I started to study art. I had like many things I wanted to do. When I finished my art school, I was thinking to do in 1 year more, because in Italy, when you finish your school, you have 1 year more to do, and then you can do any university, because I was study art.
Right.
And I wanted to study veterinary, but then I met Ricardo. Ricardo, he was really he really loved fashion and everything, and he contaminated me a little, like he started to say, oh, like look at this, and then I started in Milan, especially. It's really involved in fashion, and I was just moved to Milan from my city, and I was from Florence actually, and I started to see all these words, like amazing.
Right.
I didn't know how was the reality.
Of course, of course.
But and then I was like, okay, I would like to be a designer. Well, Ricardo started to help me. He was like, why don't you become my assistant? I was really, really young at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I was starting to find my own. I was start to feel I had to change something. Well, I decided to back to Italy to stay with my family, and then I started to doing my change, my transformation, and then after when I was last year, and Ricardo he invited me to do the campaign.
Were you shocked? Were you like?
Yes, because everybody used to say, even like in Luigi Moreno and whatever, oh, you need to use her for the show.
Oh,
when I was in assistant, everybody was, no, she needs to do the show. Oh, Rick, you need to put her in do something to her, like you need to use her.
Right.
And but we never cared. I mean, I never cared.
Right, it was right.
Wasn't what we were thinking about.
Right.
But then one day I called Ricardo and I spoke with Ricardo, and actually Piero, this was years ago, I don't remember how many, I was young, super young. Piero, he saw me once on the beach, and I was with a friend of mine, and he called this friend of mine. He was like, who is this girl? which model she is, which agent she is. I want her for my agency. And this friend of mine, friend of him, and he was like, oh, she's not she, she's him. And Piero, no, that was when I met Piero the first, because it was the beach, and Piero was like, I can't believe it, like I want you for my agency. But then we never think anymore in this thing, and he called Ricky, oh no, you need to use Lea or whatever. But then Ricky knew it, and doesn't care too much in this thing.
Right.
And I was doing my own life, doing other things, and me and Rick we always used to be really close, holidays together, everything together once. And then when I one period, come live in Italy. In Italy it's really hard. The people, we have a church there where the people is really conservative.
Right.
You suffer a lot of discrimination in Italy.
Really?
Yeah, a lot.
More than, say...
more of everywhere.
Than anywhere else?
Yeah, because, if I write, it's Catholic, the people they can be really mean, Compare in America or Brazil or all the other cities in Europe, they much more, they look at you, they laugh at you in the street,
wow.
Or they point you in the street, or when in the airport they make joke about you when they see the passport.
Right.
It's really tough, especially like I cannot take metro. Last time I took the metro was like 3 weeks ago, and a guy who sits next to me and he started to scream on me like, oh, the tranny have to die because you are only prostitute, you need to die, like this.
Right.
And the metro was full of people and nobody did anything.
Right.
Even when the guy left, nobody come to me to say, are you okay?
Right.
You need something, it's crazy. I just saw an interview last day about this transsexual, this girl, she became guy, and she worked in a fabric in her office, and the people start to discriminate her every single day. She become crazy, not crazy, but she wanna say like somebody can help me, but nobody listen to her. She cut her, how can I say?
Wrist.
Yeah, in front of everyone. And in front of everyone saw and just say, oh, you did the right thing because it's just a trans, you need to die.
Wow.
And then he called me, he was like, oh, do you want to do the campaign? And I was like, oh yeah. Wasn't like for me like, I'm gonna do a Givenchy campaign, because
I'm a
something
star
I'm already friends, and we never expect something like that, a big thing like that, because he just needs to help me to have some money more, and he was like, why not use Lea? Like she's my friend forever, and I think it's nice put somebody I like, and help me that much.
So it was more family then, like, oh, let's shock the world by using a trend.
No, it wasn't like that. We don't have any thing like that. Me, and when he told me, me too, I wasn't that, I'm gonna be a campaign girl, I never cared. This guy was like, oh, it's some money for me, and maybe a nice picture for me.
Then life would just go on.
And then I did a campaign, and we did a campaign. That's all. And then one day Ricardo, he called me after 2 days of the campaign. He called me and he told me, are you sure? Can I ask you, because I have to speak about the campaign, and I want to know what I have to say. No, you want to say you are a girl, and I was like, no. The first things I want to say is I'm transsexual.
Right.
That's the most important thing. I wasn't expected to do a gossip thing, but I was thinking like maybe another transsexual have the same situation me feel, because you feel horrible, you feel in the wrong body, because you have identity problem, well, it's really like pathology. It's something really serious. Well, you have all these things. You feel you're ugly, you feel you're wrong, the people make you feel you're wrong, you feel you don't have any chance in your life, maybe a young transsexual, maybe 20 years old transsexual, she can see, maybe she opened the magazine, she see, oh, she's a trans, she's a campaign, and I think just, it's not like I don't. I know it's much more important to say this transaction become a doctor or this transaction become a serious thing. But this maybe make you just feel more comfortable for a few seconds.
Right.
Give them help.
Yeah, and I really want to say I'm transsexual is the most important thing for me. And Ricky then he spoke in an interview about that, and then become a boom.
Boom.
We didn't expect that much.
Right.
Then everybody started to call and to shootings, all these things to call me, but I had already all my process to do for my transformation or for my transition, and that's the nice thing because it's not like that because few people they believe in that. Like you give me this opportunity and put me in a list of the of models and the whole Piero give me put me in an agency or Carrie Ross to shoot me naked, you know, like this was amazing because she was like, why you don't have to be naked like the other girls?
Right.
Okay, you have a penis, but that's what you are.
Right.
And for me, you are beautiful like the other girls. She put me without makeup, without retouching, without anything because she was like, that's you.
Right.
And you have to be you.
Right.
You know, like, and it's a really big message to send to all the another girls and another boys because another one is changing.
Right.
And to say hey, people believe in us. You know, like we just need to find.
Right.
But I think we have.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And not to be shallow, I'm looking at your Givenchy bracelet. Please don't leave that on the table.
Please do leave that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Leah.
Thank you.